Okay, let's see how this looks. And I don't get my cord all caught up. Okay, this is it. Dashboard Dad. This is a crazy name I came up with, but you probably wonder why the hell am I in a car, why am I in the dark? It's because if you've ever listened to any of the other Live Prius or Die stuff, you know that my house is run by cave people who just throw shit at the walls. Well, I got 4 kids. They're sleeping right now. My wife is passed out, mostly from exhaustion from those 4 children. So I'm doing this in the car, trying to see how this works out. I'm hoping that the video's picking my face up good, because I can't really tell. So I'm going to pause just to check it out and come back. Okay, so that first cut wasn't really working. You couldn't see my face at all. This is a whole lot better. And I'm being blinded by 5 nice little LEDs, so that's sweet. You know, you're not missing much. I'm not aesthetically pleasing, per se, so you just get the point. Alright, so everybody's asleep in the house. I'm out here because I can be as loud as I want to be, fart as long as I want to be, have Fosters in the car as long as I want to be. Yeah, that's not my typical brand of choice, but it works for today. So I'm hanging out outside, waiting for the cops to come up, like, what the hell's going on? But anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to do something different. You know, Live Prius and Die kind of crashed and burned, much like my car. No, it's actually okay, but it's a Prius, and that's why we get the whole stupid, crazy name anyway. I think Homogenized Silk was going to be our other name, but I think we went with the Live Prius or Die just because of the whole pun of it all. But anyway, so I wanted to do a video, just kind of BS about things, you know, whatever. Balding. It sucks. So here I'm looking online, like, what can I do about this shit? And pretty much nothing that doesn't require some arcane surgeries of epic proportion, pulling hairs out of your ass and other things like that, or, you know, applying topical ointments for the rest of your days. So I you know, whatever. But then I kind of came across a video of a guy talking about, you know, he was doing the Rogaine thing, and then he threw out a term that I'd not really heard, but I kind of had an idea what he meant when he said it. And he said, no fap. I'm like, fap? So you mean like beating off, masturbating, that kind of thing? And so I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Is this like a cream, or is it, what the hell is this? So I had to go and, of course, do some research, because, you know, that's what the Google's for. And then I come out and find out that this is like a whole society of people on Reddit and other things where they are purposely not masturbating because it supposedly changes their lifestyle and things like that. And, you know, that's great, but I'm just thinking, if you want to grow back hair and you throw in that proportion to it, it's like, to me it seems like it's contradictory, right? You want more hair so you can have more sex, because people find you attractive, but here you're not able to keep up the daily regimen. So I don't get that, and it's kind of strange. But I did find it funny. As I was looking into this, and they're trying to do studies on like how this performs for people, or how this, you know, does in fact help people. And one of the problems with the study, they couldn't do it, and the reason they couldn't do it is because they couldn't find enough. They couldn't find any dudes under 20, or I don't know if it was under 20 or at 20, something like that. They were 20 years old or something that had not done, you know, porn on a pretty regular basis. They couldn't find one, not even one. And you know, I guess they're gonna have to go out to Amish country or something, because you're probably in this day and age, cell phones. I mean, you can look that shit up anywhere, anytime. Yeah, and being a parent of 4. Mostly girls, so hopefully that problem won't be as prevalent. But, you know, at some point you got to lock down the internet, because, you know, your kids are going to start saying, oh, what the hell is going on out there? And you know, God help them with what they're going to see. Some things you just can't unsee. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. So I don't know. I'm just doing this dashboard dad thing just because that's my lifestyle. Seems like I'm always behind a dashboard, even though I work at home. And taking my kids somewhere, doing something with them some way, somehow. Baseball, dance, soccer, more dance. All three of the girls are in dance, so it's just like craziness. Ballet shoes everywhere, leotards, retards. I don't know. Anyway, so without further ado, I think I'm going to crack this bad boy open. I haven't even popped it yet, just because I'm due. It's that time of night. Like I said, the kids are in bed. I apologize. I do have to have my car running. It's goddamn hot outside. It's August 21st, but it's still feeling pretty deep in the heart of summer here. Even though I live just outside of Chicago, you think the weather wouldn't be so rough, but lately it's been pretty rough. And today, we did the whole solar eclipse thing, which was cool, but it wasn't like epically cool, or it wasn't like. Well, the part of it was so damn cloudy. There was some threat of rain. It didn't really happen. Thankfully, the rain didn't happen, but at the same time, the clouds did. So you couldn't tell if it was getting dark out because of the sun being mostly covered, or if it was because there was just too many clouds in the area. So it kind of took away from that effect. I saw a couple videos online. One they actually did it right. They showed the sun being blotted out, and then they showed the crowd what was happening. And I really couldn't believe how dark it did in fact get. So I thought that was really neat. And, I kind of wish I could have seen more of that. I think we only got like to 89% here. Which sounds like a lot, but, it only took like a sliver of the sun to kind of bring back the daylight in those places that it had gotten all the way dark. So next time around, 7 years, probably be there. I think I'm going to make a pilgrimage, man. I'm going to go check this out. I wanted to see it firsthand. I think that would have been much cooler than what I saw today. Not only temperature-wise, but just that whole, holy shit, it's night, but it's not. So I want to see that. It's going to pass through in 7 years, somewhere throughout the midsection of the United States. I think it's going to hit Illinois again, lucky bastards. So I'm gonna figure that out and get down there. Maybe it's just gonna be me. I don't know. Today we actually took the kids and popped them out of school to be out here, and that caught their interest for all of like 5 seconds, and so time to move on. So kind of reversing track here. So I brought up the whole balding thing. It's like, damn, you're 40, and it pisses you off. And hold on, let me take a drink. There you go. So, I don't know, just a lot of shit's coming your way at this age, and, you got hair growing out of here, your ears, it's like, what? Why there? Uh-oh. Is that the cops? Oh, looks like them. Oh, well. I'll probably get a nice tap on the window. What the fuck's going on in here? I'll bleep that out. I want to try to refrain from the F word just because, in case the family does ever check this out, they'll think I'm nuts. They already do. Alright, maybe I won't care. Whatever. So I'm going to put this back on the Live Prius and Die, or Live Prius or Die site, our YouTube channel, and I'll link that, I guess, to Facebook. Maybe get some people get back interested. Maybe enough to say, hey, why aren't you three doing this anymore? I can pull Mondo and Pete by the short hairs and say, look, people want this, or hey, things are going good, and that's right. So I don't know what else to keep jabbering on about. I guess I can drink my beer some more. My agenda was pretty short. First episode. I know the quality's going to suck. I had to go to selfie mode on the phone here, and this is a little bit of an older phone, so it doesn't have the best resolution. I just wanted to try this out, see how this is going to work. I got to find a better light source because this is like staring me in the face. Where's my solar eclipse when I need one? So it's a little. I'm going to have 5 glowing dots on my retinas later. So I'll try to update that. I'll get a little burpee there. Oh shit. Anyway, I'm into a lot of different things. You guys want to chat? You want to send messages? You want to tell me, hey, do this in your next video or talk about this in your next video? That'd be great. I like video games. You want to talk about refrigerants? I can do that too. not that really factors in for a lot of people, but that's kind of what I do for my work, so I kind of deal with that kind of shit. Computers, I love computer talk, hardware talk. I'm actually running a pretty ancient computer at this point. I mean, I think my CPU is about 8 years old now, but it's still going strong. And you're like, well, how many computers can you be? It's called money, bro. I don't have it to just throw away, so I actually just bought a new, well, I won't say new, a used graphics card to get me at least up and running, because we've been playing Rocket League a little bit. I got my nephew into it on his PS4, and everybody's all like, "Oh, that's so great!" They're creaming their jeans. So we wanted to get it here at the house. I don't have a PS4. We're trying to cut back on the video game systems because of my son gets a little too deep dived into that. So it is what it is. So we got it for the PC, running on Steam. I'm a big Linux user. Most of the time Ubuntu, just because I like the stability of it all. I know there's a lot of people out there going to be like ripping into me for that. I don't know, why don't you got Arc or something like that, or Fedora, whatever. I'm not going to get into all those kinds of arguments. Ubuntu was my gateway drug, really, into Linux. So that's kind of why I cut my teeth there, and I at least trust it. And where is this light coming from? No 50. Okay, good. So that's kind of where my heart sits, because I know it works. And at the end of the day, that's what I need. I need a computer that's just going to do what I want it to do. I don't have all the time in the world to sit there and jerk around and do things. I used to do a lot of web development. I've created a few different websites. Nothing mentionable here. One of which was like my master plan to get rich, but then gambling online was like illegal, more so than it was at the time that I built it. But anyway, so like I said, I talk about a lot of different. I am totally that jack of all trades, master of none kind of guy. So whatever people want to talk about or want me to talk about, I'm totally game. We got to get Mondo and Pete back in the game, so this is maybe I'll be their gateway drug with this video. Or they'll just be like, this guy's really lost it, and he just needs to drink more of this beer. All right, well played. So I know this video is going to suck quality-wise, but just bear with me. I'll get it better. You kind of start these things out, you kind of figure it out. I'm using kind of like an older phone that is on my tripod just to kind of get this started. I'm kind of like a battery ogre, like I don't just want to just run my battery on my phone unless I really have to. And if the quality and the quantity of people want to see this, I'll definitely amp it up. So, and I've got like all kinds of shit just laying around, like old phones. I can easily shoot in 1080p, if not higher. Got an action camera. I think it goes 1440, but so I might just go those routes in the future ones and come up with some better light source or something. Maybe I'll park in the garage and hopefully not die from the exhaust fumes. I'll throw it out there, see what happens. We'll talk more. Hopefully get funnier. This was just kind of an intro, so sorry if that wasn't as cool as you all were hoping for, but peace. Maybe not. Bloopers already. Nice.